Community versus connections. Let's talk about it. I have honestly gotten so many questions from people in my personal life about how I have all these friends across the US because I try to take a trip every month, and every city I go to, I link up with my long distance besties that I met through social media. And I always tell people that social media is the best place to meet new people. The best place to network is Instagram, TikTok, not even LinkedIn, just our day-to-day social media uses. And a lot of people don't understand how, or they're like, how are you meeting strangers kind of thing. So for reference, I own a South Asian media agency. And with that, we deal with creators and brands on a daily basis. So my brand interacts with tons of creators as is. But personally, as Ashna, not Urban Desi, that's my company name, I interact with as many people as I can as well. And I am known for the person that's in everyone's comments. If you post on social media, I will be in your comments. 9 times out of 10, I'm leaving a comment of some sort, whether it be something funny, something engaging, or even just emojis. That is how you support one another on social media. Even if you're just posting for fun and you're not a creator, I'm gonna like and comment on the video because you posted it for people to see. I think it's so incredibly important to just support creators on the internet because it takes a lot to post on social media. I mean, the internet's a scary place and judgment is left and right, and it's a lot of work to get out of your comfort zone and actually make the video, edit it, and post it. And if you're putting in that work, then as a viewer, I'm gonna put in the work and support you. That too, it takes 10 seconds to just like and comment on a video. But through this support, I have made some of my best friends through the internet. And it literally just starts off with me commenting on their videos. This goes for guys and girls. I comment on guys and girls' videos, and not in a creepy way and not in a I'm hitting on you way, just as a way to show I'm supporting you, I see your content, keep going kind of thing. And once you start commenting and showing support on other people's stuff, people will reciprocate that support and do the same to you and like your stories, start commenting on your posts, and that's how a friendship is formed. And then from there you can go into sending reels to each other and talking through the DMs, and then eventually you get each other's numbers and you're texting and you're calling and FaceTiming, and the next thing's the next, and then you're on a flight to go see them. But long distance friendships are truly one of the biggest blessings in my life because thank God that I am able to travel X amount of miles to see somebody that I love and care about. But a lot of people have been asking me how to network on social media, and that is literally how. It's just commenting and interacting with as many people as you can and being kind and showing your personality. And obviously everybody you interact with is not going to be your friend. There are times that I'm commenting on a creator's posts and they've never replied to a comment, they've never liked it, they've never commented on any of mine. So eventually I just stop because it's okay, you don't want to be friends, that's cool. But with that mindset, you got to take it with a grain of salt. There's no harm in doing that. Some people are not looking to make connections on social media, they're just posting for other reasons. But as you do it more and more, you'll kind of figure it out, and you really will meet some of the best people in your life. You know how they say when you're dating in your city, that you're oh, you won't find your husband in Los Angeles, California, or you won't find your husband in Las Vegas, Nevada, that goes for friendships too. If you won't find your significant other in the 10-mile radius around you, what makes you think you're going to find your lifelong friends in that same radius? There are so many people in this world, and we're all connected in some way. The invisible string theory is so real, and you'll realize when you start connecting with other creators and stuff on the internet, you'll see mutuals that you never knew that you had. Other people will comment on your videos and you're wait, I know that person and you know that person. Everyone's connected. And that is the beauty of social media. That's the beauty of posting. Everybody's just in one bubble together. But the difference between community and connections is that a community will show up for you. There's a podcast, well, he's not a podcaster, but he's been on 4 podcasts. There's a creator named Harshal who went on a podcast recently, and he was explaining the difference between a follower count and then having a community. And he only has 4,000 followers on Instagram or something like that. But that man, he's an event host. He has a community that will show up. If he's hosting an event, he posts about it one time and tier 1 is sold out. And that is community. That's not necessarily connections. It's a community that continuously shows up and supports him. And that, I think, is 10 times harder to form than just connections on social media, because anybody can be well connected on social media, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. You can, if someone hits you up and you're oh, do you know an editor? You can be yeah, and refer you to 5 editors that you know across the country kind of thing, And that's being well connected. And that in itself is a very huge asset. It's a great thing to be well connected. But with connections, you also have to form community. And the community are the people that, again, will show up for you no matter what, will ride to dawn for you, will go to bat and put all 10 toes down to support you no matter what. I've noticed that my community of people are all of these lifelong like long distance friends that I've made. And even if they don't necessarily know one another, we're still all a community because we're all still in the same space. We're still all on social media and we still all support each other, even if we don't really know each other on a deeper level. Again, I have so many social media friends, and I've actually, past year has been one of the best years of my life because I've actually had the opportunity to travel and go to different cities and actually meet up and see people. And just like the feeling that you get when you meet someone that you've been talking to like online, and you actually establish like a friendship and an in-person bond, and you laugh together and you share memories. It's like truly one of the best experiences of my life. And I'm being nostalgic now because I just got back from Chicago, and in Chicago I met up with a few of my social media friends and we just hit it off. Like, shout out to Arya. I love her. She's so cool. We went kayaking as our first time hanging out, which was so random, but like honestly, like it gave us the opportunity to like get physical activity done. We were out in the sun. We were just bonding. Like, there's two of us on a kayak in the river. We've never kayaked before, and we were just talking about life, and we had so many similarities and took two very different paths in life, and we were kind of able to compare like how we both ended up in very similar situations but did very different things. And I think that is the beauty of connecting with people outside of your inner circle and outside of people that you're familiar with and outside of your comfort zone. But going back to the connections thing, like having a community that is down for you is so important, especially when you're a creator or a brand on social media. Like, you have to form that group of people that are solid and will be there for you no matter what. And to get to that community, you have to form the connections first. Every single brand that I manage, my company specializes in organic growth. And we explain to them that like you don't want 10,000 followers if it's 10,000 random people. You want 10,000 followers if it's 10,000 people that know your product, know your story, know your mission, and will continuously buy from your store because they know what your company is all about, not just because they like your content. So this is your friendly reminder that a large following on social media really means nothing if you have no community behind it. There's a lot of creators that have like 50,000, 100,000 followers, but they're still getting like 10,000 views on videos, or they'll get no comments on videos with hundreds of thousands of views. And that's because they don't have a community behind their following. And that is the number one thing that sets apart a influencer from a creator. I think a lot of influencers are out of touch with reality and they just have strangers kind of watching their content, whereas creators actually have that community. I don't know if that's a great way to explain it, like creator versus influencer. They are two very different fields, but hopefully my point is coming across. Anyways, like I said, I am the girl that is shamelessly in everybody's comments. Whether you're a guy, girl, you don't associate as one, whether you make music content, lifestyle content, art, whatever it is, I will be commenting and supporting your videos online because that is just the kind of person I am. And I understand the amount of work it takes to post a video in the first place. So if you're posting and you want people to see, I will make sure that you know that I saw your video as just like a solidarity thing. And there's nothing embarrassing about that. Like, so many people are like, you comment on everyone's videos. That's embarrassing. How do you have the time? Blah, blah, blah. I make the time, first of all. And second of all, it's not embarrassing to support other people. Like, it's embarrassing that you don't support other people. And like, that's how I've made some of my long-term best friends. It's just by interacting and engaging and commenting on videos. So this is your sign. If you're on social media and you want to create more friendships, you want to network, you want to have a community behind your content, start interacting with other people and start engaging with other people's content and start supporting others, because that support will come back. The universe will reward you. If you want more tips on how to network, engage, form a community, XYZ, again, I have a full agency and I can talk about this for literally hours. So if this is a topic of interest, let me know and I'll make more videos. Bye.